Hey friends, you all know that Deepavali is a time when Ram comes back home with Lakshman, Sita, and Hanuman, where people rejoice his victory over Ravana and we celebrate Deepavali. So, this year I'm planning to create a gallery wall using all these artwork that I'm creating here. The first art is what you just saw, and the second one is this Diya Rangoli, which I've made using these waste cardboard, which I've cut in the shape of a Jharokha. So it's a complete amalgamation of South and North. The Rangoli art itself is from South, and the Jharokha and the Lipan art is from the North. So let's see how to make them. Welcome back to my channel, Math's World of Passion. Now for the first art, I'm making use of this artist pad, which is 150 GSM, and I've taken this printout from Pinterest, which I'm tracing with the help of a yellow carbon paper. Now yellow carbon paper because if you use a darker shade, it would leave its impression on the white sheet. So it's always better to use a lighter shade of carbon paper. So I'm going to trace this completely, and here and there the image was not so visible, so I drew the outline using an octane pen. Now this is a little contemporary in style, and for the first time I'm trying something like this because I've done a lot of traditional folk art earlier. Of course, I've not shared some of them with you people on this channel, but I've made Madhubani, I've made Worli, and all those artwork. But for the first time, I thought I should try something new and create a beautiful gallery celebrating Deepavali, which is also Ram's victory over Ravana. So, yeah, that's how I decided to make this artwork. But yes, you can here in this final image, you wouldn't see Ram, Sita, Lakshman, and Hanuman with the facial features, but yes, you can include them if you wish to. Now, moving on, we are coloring their clothes here. Basically, most of the artwork or contemporary style of art is a little different from the traditional art form, where you don't have to be very specific in detailing. That is what is contemporary art. But yes, you can change things according to what you want. But here I'm recreating an artwork which I'm not sure who the artist is, but when I took the printout, I saw a name called Megha there. So, whoever is this person, uh, I would like to thank her because she has created an amazing art here, and I'm just trying to recreate the same. Um, so it's always important, to mention the artist, the original artist, and to give them their due credits. Now, what I'm drawing here is basically the spiral pattern of the mandala art, and this is actually river Sariyu that I'm creating here. And to add the little shine on all the ropes, I'm using a pearl silver shade here. And most of the patterns and designs that I've used here, is patterns and shapes and designs that that you normally get to see in the mandala art. So if you're very comfortable with mandala art, this should be very easy for you to do. It took me, I think, 1.5 days for me to do this because I was doing the other things at home, so it took a couple of days for me to finish this. But yes, if you're used to mandala art and all that, this should be very easy for you to do. You can finish it in just a single day. So okay, all the colors that I'm using here, I'm mentioning it on the screen. I'm using a 000 brush here for all these intricate designs, and if you notice, my brush was slightly damaged and it was not doing well. I changed my brush, but still of no use. Then I saw the printout and there were even more intricate designs, so I thought I would not be able to do this with a 000 brush. So I switched to the octane pen. To all those of you who are not so comfortable in using the brush for such intricate, designs, can actually use any of these kind of pens which has pointed tip, maybe a permanent marker pen, or any good nice black pen which is something that wouldn't blot and is bright and bold. That is very important while you're doing such artwork. The final outcome of this art was extremely beautiful once it was framed. I bought a couple of frames from IKEA when I recently visited, and the frames were also very good in quality, so it enhanced the look of the artwork itself. Actually, I'm super excited in creating the gallery wall, but that you will see in my next video. Here I'm showing only the artwork that I'm creating, because if I start to show the decoration part and how I frame this and bring everything together on the wall, the video would become very lengthy. So I've decided to make a separate video on that. So you'll have to subscribe to my channel if you've not, because you'll get the notification whenever I upload my videos. Well, the past couple of years, none of us were able to celebrate any of the festivity with that grandeur and with all that happiness. So, this year is going to be really special. So, I'm planning for a video on that, the living room makeover, the festive makeover basically. So, yeah, you'll have to wait for that video. But yes, there's one more question that people might be thinking of. Why is it that she's doing it on paper and not on an MDF or a canvas sheet? Of course, you can make use of MDF or a canvas, but these are artwork which I would basically display on occasions like Ram Navami or Deepavali or Dasera, where you need the need to display certain art pieces which is relevant to the festivity. So these are those kind of artwork that I'm creating, so I don't want to accumulate too many MDF or canvas boards, which could be a problem in storage. Yeah, so that is why a piece of paper, because this can be framed and it can be removed and protected in a nice sheet of paper. Okay, so this is the final artwork, and how does it look? I'm sure you all liked it. Moving on to the second art that I'm doing here. First thing, I have to draw a rangoli. Now I'm drawing a rangoli dots here. Now I'm making the dots slightly bigger in size, which is basically the size of the mirror that I would be sticking. So if I just draw dots, the rangoli would become small and I will not be able to place the mirrors, and hence such big dots. Now I'll be slowly showing this how to draw the rangoli, because for those of you who don't know how to draw a rangoli can follow me here, because I'm doing it very slowly here. But yes, what is important here now is that you need to give enough space between these loops that you're creating. And if you just randomly draw, you just notice here it is very uneven and it's not looking good, and also you'll not be able to place the mirrors. So you'll have to erase everything and create it in such a way that it is very even and you have enough space between the lines to place the mirrors. Basically, this Diya Rangoli is for the occasion, that is Deepavali, and that is why the Jharokha art has this Diya Rangoli in it for this time. But yes, you will see something different again in the same Jharokha but a different artwork. You'll have to wait for that, because you all know I'm doing a Jharokha which is reusable. So once you're okay with the rangoli that you have drawn here, you'll have to take an OHP sheet and place this on the rangoli pattern. And I'm making use of these ceramic cones which I had bought from Itsy Bitsy. They had their sale very recently. I don't know if it's still going on, but yes, you can check out on their website. Now you slowly redo the rangoli art on this OHP sheet. Now, if you do not have the ceramic cone, you can also make use of the 3D outliner. Only thing is, you will have to make it twice to give that thickness. So I've done two of these and now allow it to dry. In the meanwhile, I'll take a cutout of the Jharokha, but first to make the pattern of Jharokha on a piece of paper again. Now I'm folding the A4 sheet here, and I'm just taking the length. In fact, the length what I had measured here was slightly less, but when I took the cutout on the cardboard, I increased the length. So okay, now I'm drawing the Jharokha. Now here I'm keeping it very simple, but yes, you can make different patterns of Jharokha as per your wish, and then cut it using a scissors. And so this is how it looks. Now I'm taking a waste cardboard here, any cardboard of your choice, and you'll have to trace this entire thing, and with the help of a paper cutter you'll have to cut this. Now to make the cutting simple and easier, you'll have to run the cutter on the pattern a couple of times, and then it would easily come out without really causing you much of a damage to the cardboard. And now to draw a smaller design of the same and then take a cutout of it. So this is how it looks. I've taken two of them, and now I'm removing one of the layers of this cardboard, because the pattern that is going to be there inside is going to be very interesting, and it would actually highlight your Jharokha itself. You see that pattern? It looks beautiful, isn't it? Now I'm making use of the Persian blue color to paint the Jharokhas, and again the color is totally your choice. You can change it according to your need. And then I'm highlighting these patterns with the help of the metallic wax, which is in the golden shade. I'm making use of these macrame ropes to cover the uneven edges across the Jharokhas, and the thickness of the Jharokha is just as good as my macrame rope is, so it was very easy for me to do this. But yes, if the thickness of your Jharokha is more, then you'll have to use a slightly thicker macrame rope. Now allow this to dry completely. If you do not have macrame ropes, then you can also do the same with the help of molded clay, or maybe any other lace that you have at home. Once the rangoli, the ceramic rangoli, it dries up, you can stick the mirrors with the help of fabric glue or the regular Fevicol. Now allow this to dry. In the meanwhile, take the cutting of the outer layer of these Jharokha patterns, and with the help of the paper straws, you can stick three sides of the Jharokha and then paint it with the help of black acrylic color. Now here color is completely your choice again. Once this is completely dry, you can use Fevicol again to stick the Jharokha that you had made earlier. Press very gently and don't completely flatten the paper straws that you've stuck behind, because otherwise you will have no space to keep the artwork inside. So now once the rangoli is completely dried up, you have to cut it in the shape of the Jharokha and then place it inside. So that is it. Your art is all ready. Your Jharokha is all ready. Honestly, people, you'll have to tell me how does this look. Of course, I'll create a gallery wall I told you and then display all this there. But for now, this is how it is looking. And the best part is, it's not just the artwork that you can replace. In fact, you can also change the background of this Jharokha from black color to any other color by using a different colored paper. So it's a all-in-one kind of a Jharokha. You can make it in different sizes, big and small. But yes, this is how beautiful it is looking, and I'm sure it's going to look even better when I place them on the wall. Okay friends, so that's it for today. If you have liked this video, then please like it and share this with your loved ones. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because that's the best kind of encouragement that you can give me and support me. Okay, wish you all a very happy Deepavali. See you all soon in my next video. Bye bye.